Hi everybody, I'm Shah from Charlie's Angel Tarot on YouTube and Buddy Advice on Facebook and Charlie's Angel Tarot on MeWe. You can find the links just there on the main page beside the videos, and you can become a member down here. It's totally free of charge, and click the bell if you want to be notified when I go live on Facebook or on YouTube or when new videos are downloaded. I'm doing the VICEVERSA card by LUNEA WEATHERSTONE, and there are some other artists and people involved, and they're amazing. Actually, you get 2 decks for the price of 1 because they're reverse. And I've done the staves, the big arcana, the cups, and the pentacles already. So look out for the other 4. Now I'm going to do the swords, and they are quite spiritual, so I'm still learning the spiritual sides because there are little things that like birds or trees or sphinxes, snakes, what they mean, and I don't know everything, but if you would like to know, you can always buy one and go for it. And look at the book, because you get a big fat book with it, with both pictures of what is what. So here we go. I think they're amazing. This is the right side, and you've got the Ace of Swords. Here you've got the crown from the king, the crown from the universe almighty, and the swords is the air sign. It stands for communication, wisdom, righteousness, judgment, communication, learning. So you need to learn to be able to communicate properly and be wise. So that means also reading books. So if you get this, you might be getting a new beginning, a new offer. You might be in a jurisdictional, might be something coming up, new evidence. Perhaps you might be winning. And when you get an ace, it means an end and a new beginning. So then you would win. In the reverse side, we have the sword up in the air with mountains. For me, mountains means trouble. And here you've got the eagle or another kind of vulture bird flying over, and they've got perfect sight. So perhaps you are looking for long-term legality, security, wisdom. So that's that one. Then we have the 2 of Swords. This is the right side, and here you can see a woman with a blue sword and a red sword. Well, the red would stand for me for blood, and blood is earthly because you can touch it. So it is the materialistic side of the sword, the righteousness, and the blue sword is mental. So that is how you think. Are you too much in your brain? This card means that you can't see and you can't make choices because you can't see. Here on the reverse side, she's on her own, and she can't see because she's got the blindfold still on, and she might see a shimmer, but it isn't clear because of the moon is illuminating light. So she needs most probably time alone and meditation to make the right decision. Then we have the 3 of Swords. Here it is pierced through a heart on a shield. Usually in the old-fashioned way it was meant broken heart. You were upset, thought because of love that you have no longer got. And here we have the reverse. Now, as I said, I don't know all the meanings, so I'll see what the reverse says. The knight may be the one whose sword is pierced, or he may be mourning a loss of comrade, or perhaps regretting his own part in this action. Your circumstances will tell how to interpret his presence here, but clearly there is sorrow, betokened by disregard and discomfort as the rain pelts down on him. The chrysanthemum is a funeral flower, representing both grief and hope for the afterlife. Early chrysanthemums do not come in blue, so this is a symbol of the spirit's endurance. Chrysanthemum. So here it has happened, and here there is regret. Then we have the Four of Swords, and that means taking time out, meditation, taking a rest, taking a break. You have to replenish your energy. And here we have the final card. He even looks worse than on the other side, and it's time to give up and give in and let the next person fight the battle, perhaps the next generation. Then we have the Five of Swords, and here we have somebody that thinks he's the victor, and the person that he fought is bended down. Nobody's won with this, and you're alone. And here it is confirmed that you're alone. Nobody wants to fight with you anymore. Then we have the Six of Swords, moving away from troubled waters to smoother and calmer waters, going over water, going on holiday. Here you see a family departing for better times, and here they are. She's actually holding a cup, and she's hoping for better times. And the waters are still rough. You can see them. They are rougher than the waters here. The smoother. So you're going to troubled water, because the boat is also, if you do this, then the boat is coming towards you. So the boat is coming towards you. You're going forward to troubled water. Then we have the Seven of Swords. Somebody's slipping away, might have stolen something and taken the swords with him, 5 swords, and left something in haste behind. And here, I can't see. Here he's leaving the battlefield, and he's watching if somebody is noticing. He's not interested. So then I would say he's turned his back on the fight, or being sly. Then we've got the Eight of Swords, and this is one of the clearest swords cards that they have left a gateway or an opening, because usually she's sitting in a circle of the swords and there's no swords in front of her, but you can't see the way ahead, and she feels tied up. And the reverse is, you can see she's not tied up. She can throw off the ropes, and she can go through the gateway here, and she can't hear. Now this is a very difficult one for me as well. They're also quite spiritual, these cards. So we've got the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is sleepless nights, and it's usually depicted with a woman, and in this one with a man or a boy. You are caught in fear and negativity to the point of exhaustion. 9 is an end, don't you remember? A new beginning is ahead. It is hard to tell anymore which troubles are real and which are mere phantoms. This mindset perpetuates itself as it seems overwhelming. Even to try to shift energy, apathy is insidious, and once it has hold of you, it takes strong effort to push it through. And the reverse side is the dark night of the soul is coming to an end because you can see the daylight. So the new beginning, like I said, the new beginning is imminent. It may be that someone else pulls you from the fearful place, or you may be able to get enough distance from the situation to separate fear from reality. Either way, you can expect to make a breakthrough. It will only get better from here. So this is the night. He's sitting in a dark cell and the silver is gleaming and he doesn't know what to do. He can't decide, but he knows the end has to be near. And this is the daylight. It's got also the universe light, or the sunrise. So the new beginning is there. And then the 10 of swords. The 10 of swords. This is death. And usually it is shown with somebody face down. But here it's death. So there's a new beginning. You might feel stabbed in the back, because like in the traditional tarot, it is somebody that's lying on his face and with swords in his back, and they've pierced. The end is here. And now, let me read. This game is over and you have lost. There's no way to avoid this reality. Whatever you were working towards has come to an end. It may be strange comfort to know that this is as bad as it gets. As with the 9 of swords, things will only improve from this point. For now there is nothing to do but pick up the pieces and call it a day. And then we've got the reverse side. The sunrise is there again, or is it the sunset? There are at least 2 ways to interpret this card. The knight is dead and his spirit is looking at the scene of his death. That's beautiful. Or the knight was not attacked at all, only his empty armor. Either way, the symbolism speaks of the death, of the ego, not the essence. Something has been killed, but is not the most important thing. A solar eclipse is not the death of the sun. Follow the knight's example and contemplate what is essential and what is infernal. So in other words, you can either take the card as a death, it's an end anyway and a new beginning, and evaluate how to carry on, because like the moon is eclipsing the sun, so there is light coming. You just want to, what are you going to do something spiritually, or are you going to do something earthly? How are you going to carry on to the future, the new beginning? Then we have the Knight of Swords. He's the one that comes, not the Knight, the Knave of Swords, and he's a young person bringing news. It might be judicial news, it might be good news, it might be news of a study, a new job, and this is news as well, but he's turned us back on the news, so you might not be getting news or no good news. Then we have the Knight. This he's going ahead, and he speeds ahead. He's the fastest knight in the decks. Sometimes he doesn't stop to think how to take action. That is the Knight of Fire. First things, he's logical, creative. The swords can be creative, but the swords are more for justice and protect the country. And here he's running away from protecting his country and doing his duty. Then we have the Queen. She's a very independent queen, the Queen of Swords. She knows what law is, what justice is, and she's fought for her position. She can be the coolest queen, like all the condensed and clouds around her and the grey and blue colours. It looks grim. So some people think that she's a cold person, but in fact she's not showing her emotions because she knows she has to protect herself and not let people walk all over her. And she'll fight for who she loves and protects her country. And here she's turned her back. She's become icy. Then she's the Ice Queen. And here she's the warm, righteous, caring queen. And here is the king. You can see that the king has a vision for the future with the hawk. He wants righteousness like the sword. He knows that the sword can cut two ways. He doesn't take bullshit. Sorry for the language. He's just like a judge. He's got wisdom. He's strong. And he doesn't show his emotion. And neither the queen, because they both got armor on, and the knight as well in this case. The knave doesn't. And if you get this one, you've broken the law, so expect fury. And if you get this, and with regard to a relationship, I would say this person could be an air sign, and he's cut the bond because they don't take rubbish. They go straight ahead, fast speed, loyalty, righteousness, and honesty. I hope you've enjoyed all these videos, and I hope to see you back in January when I'll be doing readings with them. And take care, Happy New Year, and God bless. Please like and share. Take care. Love you all.